हेलो, कैसे हैं आप लोग? टुडे वी विल डिस्कस यूपीएससी सीसैट पेपर सेकंड 2018. ठीक है, क्लियर? ओके, सो जस्ट वी शुड स्टार्ट. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. What is first question? First question is a train 200 meter long is moving at the rate of 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, a train 200 meter long is running at the rate of 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, in how many seconds it will cross a man standing near a railway platform? Okay, so speed of train is given. Speed of train is given 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, 40 kilometer per hour. Now, and the length of the train. What is the length? 200 meter. Okay. Now, time taken. What we have to find out? Time taken by the train in crossing a man standing on a platform. Okay. So, you know, if a train crosses a man or tree or any electric pole, it covers a distance equal to its own length. It means while crossing the person, it will cover a 200 meter distance. Okay, so for this, and we have to find out time taken. So to get the value of time, we have to convert speed into meter per second, because distance is given 200 meter. It means distance is given in meter and speed is in kilometer per hour. So we have to convert this speed in meter per second. Okay, so in meters per second, what will be the value? 40 into meter per second. Now kilometer to meter per second, we are going from higher to lower. It means numerator must be lower. It means we have to multiply this by 5 by 18. Okay, so 5 by 18, this will be the speed. Now this will be the speed, meter per second. Okay, now time taken is equal to distance upon speed होता है. So distance is 200 meter and speed is 40 into 5, and here 18 is in denominator, then it will go in numerator 18. So what we will do here? We will just simply simplify it. So 5 4 ja 20 is 200. 200 will be cancelled out by 200 and you will get only 18 second. So your answer will be 18 second, means option D will be the right answer. Okay, clear hai? Okay, now next question is, if x is between -3 and -1, if x is between -3 and -1 and y is between -1 and 1, then x square minus y square is in between which of the following? Now options are given. Look, 2018 paper was little bit difficult as far as paper is concerned. Okay, so value of x is between -3 and -1, then x will be greater than -3 and less than -1. Clear? Now value of y is between -1 and 1. Value of y will be greater than -1 and less than 1. Okay. Now what we have to find out? The value of x square minus y square will be between which of the following? It means we have to find out the value of x square minus y square, minimum value of x square minus y square, and maximum value of x square minus y square. So here this will be 9 greater than x square less than 1. Okay. No, here what it will be, 1 is greater than x square is greater than 9. Okay. Now value of y, so if you square this number minus 1, then it will become plus 1, and here already plus 1, so you can write it 0 is less than y square, and y value of y square will be less than 1. Okay. Now what we have to find out, value of x square minus y square. Value of x square minus y square. The minimum value, what will be the minimum value and what will be the maximum value. Okay. So look, for x square, for minimum value of x square minus y square, the value of x square must be minimum and the value of y square must be maximum. Okay. So minimum value of x square is 1. Minimum value of x square will be 1, and the maximum value of y square is 1, already 1. So x square minus y square, x square minus y square, it will become 0. X square minus y square. Now we have to find out maximum value of x square minus y square. Then for maximum value of x square minus y square, the value of x square must be maximum and value of y square must be minimum. So maximum value of x square is here 9. So 9 minus, and minimum value of y square is 0. So 0. So you can write here 0 is less than x square minus y square is less than 9. So value of x square minus y square will be in between 0 and 9. So option D will be the right answer. Clear है? Any doubt? Okay. आगे बढ़े. So now next question is last question, and this question was based on number system. Typical question related to number system. So this question is, x and y are a natural number other than 1. X and y are natural number other than 1, and y is greater than x. Value of y is greater than x. Which of the following represent the largest number? What will be the value of largest number? Which of the following will show the largest number? So here it is given that the value of x and y, though x and y are natural number other than 1. So we can consider value of x and y other than 1. So natural number means positive integers. Okay. So we can consider value of y maybe 4 and value of x, or we can assume any number. So value of y is 3 and value of x is 2. Okay, value of y is 3 and value of x is 2. So first of all we should apply here what we have to find out, which of the following is represent the largest number. Okay, so we got here value of x is 2 and value of y is 3. So here what we will get, x into y means 3 into 2, it means 6. Value of y is here at first option, value of first option is 6. Okay, now value of second option, second is x divided by y, means 2 upon 3, and it will become, if you divide 2 by 3 you will get 0.666 and so on. Okay, now what is option C, y divided by x, y means 3 upon 2, and value of this will be 1.5. Now last one, x plus y divided by x into y. X plus y means 3 plus 2. X plus y means 3 plus 2 divided by x into y means 6. So it will become 5 upon 6, and if you divide 5 by 6, you will get 0.83. ठीक है, 0.83. So which represent the maximum value? First option, x into y. So option A will be the right answer. Is that clear to all of you? Okay. So next question. What is next question? Question is a number consists of 3 digits, of which middle one is 0 and their sum is 4. If the number formed by interchanging the first and last digit is greater than the number itself by 198, then the difference between the first and last digit is, again question related to number sequence. Suppose this is a 3-digit number, x, y and z. This is a 3-digit number, okay? And if you reverse, this is unit digit, this is 10 digit, and this is 100 digit. So if the digit are interchanged, means this is z, y and x, okay? Then the value of second number after interchanging is greater than first number by 198. So what is the rule here? Difference between the three digit number obtained after interchanging the position of unit digit and 100 digit. So what is difference here? Difference will be equal to what? Is multiple of 99. So you can write here. Difference is equal to 198, and this will be equivalent to equal to 99 and z minus x का mod. Okay, z minus x का mod means होगा कि either z minus x or x minus z. Value of this x minus z or z minus x will be always positive. We will take only difference among z and x. So this will be equal to 99, and here z minus x. Okay. So here if you divide 198 by 99, you will get, it will go in 2 times. So 2 will be equivalent to z minus x modulus. What is z? Z is unit digit, and what is x? X is 100 digit. तो हमें क्या बताना था? हमें बताना था the difference between the first and last digit. So this is the difference between, this is the first digit and this is the last digit. Okay, so what is their difference? Difference is 2. So which option will be correct? Option B will be the right answer. Clear? So can we proceed? Okay. So next question. Next question is a solid cube of 3 cm side. A solid cube of 3 cm side painted on all its faces is cut up into a small cube of 1 cm side. How many of the small cubes will have exactly two painted face? Okay. Suppose here there is a larger cube, and all the surfaces are painted. So what we have to find out, how many smaller cubes are there which have only two faces painted. So there is a trick. What is trick? Number of smaller cubes having two surface painted. Number of smaller cubes having two surface painted is 12 into n minus 2. 12 into n minus 2. Then what is n? What is n? N represents number of division. Suppose the dimension of larger cube is 3 cm and the dimension of smaller cube is 1 cm. Okay. Then how many division have been made? Value of n will be equivalent to length of side of larger cube divided by length of side of smaller cube. ठीक है, तो यहाँ से आप देख सकते हैं कि ये 3 divided by 1, so value of n will be 3. So here we get value of n is 3. So we can here put the value of n 12 into 3 minus 2. So overall value will be 12. So number of smaller cube having two surfaces or two faces painted will be equal to 12. So our answer will be option A. So option A will be the right answer. Clear है? Okay. Now next question. Next question is a bookseller sold a number of geography textbook at the rate of X per book. Then what will be the total cost? Total cost will be AX. Okay? Total cost per book. Now A plus 2 number of history books, textbook at the rate of X plus 2 rupees per book. Then what will be the again cost? A plus 2 and X plus 2. Okay? Total cost will be, total cost of history book will be A plus 2 into X plus 2. Now, and A minus 2 number of mathematics book, textbook at the rate of X minus 2 rupees per book. What is the total sale? So value of total sale means total amount of sale. So this is the cost, total cost of geography book, this is the total cost of history book, and this will be the total cost of mathematics book. So A minus 2 into A into X minus 2. Okay, X minus 2. So this will be the total cost, total cell. So AX, and if you multiply these two, then you will get AX plus 2X plus 2A plus 4. Now if you multiply this, you will get AX minus 2X minus 2A plus again 4. Okay, so from here you can see that some of the term will be cancelled out. Minus 2x and then minus 2x and minus 2a minus 2a. So what is remaining here? AX, AX and AX. So it will be counted 3a AX plus what is also remaining 4 and plus 4. This will be 8. So total cost, total cell will be 3ax plus 8, 3ax plus 8, 3ax plus 8 means option B shall be the right answer. Clear? Any doubt? This was very simple question. Now, next question. While writing all the numbers from 700 to 1000, how many numbers occur in which digit at the 100th place is greater than the digit at 10th place and the digit at the 10th place is greater than the digit at the unit place? Okay, from numbers from 700 to 1000, between 700 to 1000, how many numbers will be there which will fulfill these criteria? So first of all, we will look at numbers between 700 to 800. The number between 700 to 800. Number between 700 to 800. How many numbers will be? Suppose first number is 7, 6 and 5. This will be the condition. 7, 6, 5. So second number 7, 6, 4, 7, 6, 3, 7, 6, 2, 7, 6, 1 and 7, 6, 0. How many numbers are there? There are 6 numbers. 6 numbers here. Now again there are many numbers, like suppose the first number here the digit at 100 place is 6, then digit at 10th place will be 5 and digit at unit place will be 4. Okay, so 6, 5, 4. Now in the same sequence, next number will be 6, 5, 3, 6, 5 and 2, 6, 5, 1 and 6, 5, 0. Okay, so how many numbers are there? There are 5 numbers. Okay, 5 numbers will fulfill this condition. Now again, suppose the digit at 100 place is 5 and 10th place is 4 and unit place is 3. Okay, clear? So now in the same sequence, how many numbers will be? 5, 4, 2 and 5, 4, 1, 5, 4, 0. Then numbers will be 4. 4 numbers will be here. Now again, if you suppose like this, the digit at 100 place is 4, then digit at 10th place is 3 and digit at unit place is 2. So numbers will be 4, 3, 1 and 4, 3, 0. Then there will be 3 numbers. Okay. Now in the next situation, you can see here the digit at 100 place is 3 and 10th place is 2 and unit place is 1. Then there will be next numbers 3 to 0. Here there are two numbers. Now in the same sequence, another number can be 2, 1 and 0. Yet only one number. So how many numbers are there? How many numbers are there? There are plus, plus, plus and plus, plus. There are 6 plus 5, 11 plus 4, 15, or 15, 5, 20, and 20 plus 1, 21. So between these 700 to 800, there are 21 numbers which will fulfill these criteria. Okay. Now we can see. Now we can see the numbers between. We can see the numbers between 800 to 900. 800 to 900. Now between 800 to 900, the numbers will be 8, 7 or 6 in the same sequence. Next number will be 8, 8, 7, 5, 8, 7, 4, 8, 7, 3, 8, 7, 2, 8, 7, 1 and 8, 7, 0. How many numbers are there? 2, 4, 6 and 7. There are 7. Now in the same sequence you will see 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. This will be same sequence like this. So total sum will be here 21 plus 7, here you will get 28 numbers. 28 numbers will be there between 800 to 28 numbers. Okay, 28 numbers. Now between 900 to 1000, between 900 to 1000, total number of numbers will be how many? 800 to 900. 900 to 1000 will be 9, 8 and 7, 9, 8, 6, 9, 8, 5, 9, 8, 4, 9, 8, 3, 9, 8, 2, 9, 8, 1 and 9, 8, 0. Then how many numbers are there? 2, 4, 6 and 8. 8 means this will be 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 and so on. Then total sum will be 36. Okay. So total numbers of number between 700 to 1000 will be what? Will be 21 plus 28 plus 36. Then this will be 1 plus 8, 9, 9 plus 6, 15, 15, 5, 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 7 plus 8, 1, 8, 85. So option C shall be the right answer. This was a very lengthy question. I have already told you that 2018 paper was little bit very difficult, and all the questions were very calculative. Okay, so is it clear to all of you? Okay. Now the next question. Two persons A and B are running on a circular track. At the start, B is ahead of A and their positions make an angle of 30 degree at the center of the circle. Okay. When A reaches the point diametrically opposite to his starting point, he meets B. What is the ratio of speed of A and B if they are running with uniform speed? Okay, so suppose this is a circle. Suppose this is a circle, and this is the center of the circle, and this is point where A is at the starting, and this is the point where A is, B is, and angle between them is 30 degree. Okay. Now diametrically opposite means if position of A is here at the moment, then diametrically opposite means position of A shall be here at this point, means they are both the position making with each other 180 degree. So if this is 30 degree, then next 30 degree will be this, and next 30 degree will be this, and again next 30 this, and next 30 this. So 30, 30, 30, 30, 30 and 30. Okay. Okay. Now what is situation here? They are moving with uniform speed, and there is B is 30 degree ahead of A, but they are meeting at the same point at this point. It means in the same time interval B will travel this distance, and in the same time interval A will travel this distance. Means how many distance? A had to travel 180 degree distance, and we have to travel 150 degree. Okay, 150 degree. So you know, in the same time interval, if time is equal, then speed of ratio of speed and ratio of distance is equal. Okay. So if time is equal, then ratio of speed will be equal to ratio of distance. You know that. So ratio of distance will be ratio of speed. Ratio of speed of A and that of B will be equal to distance traveled by A and B. Ratio of distance traveled, ratio of distance. If ratio of speed will be equal to ratio of distance traveled, in what condition? If they are taking same time, in the same time interval, ratio of speed will be equal to ratio of distance traveled. So what is the ratio in the same time interval? A have to travel how much distance? 180 degree, and B have to travel 150 degree. So what will be the ratio? 0 से 0, and 3 6 are 18, and 3 5 are 15. So ratio will be 6:5, and this will be the ratio of speed. So answer shall be 6:5. 6:5. So option A shall be the right answer. Is that clear to all of you? Can we move? Okay. Now, next question. Next question is, a bag contains 15 red balls and 20 black balls. Okay. Each ball is numbered either 1, 2 or 3. 20% of the red balls are numbered 1 and 40% of them numbered 3. Similarly, among the black balls, 45% are numbered 2 and 30% are numbered 3. A boy picks a ball at random. Okay. He wins if the ball is red and numbered 3. He wins if the ball chosen is red and number 3, or if it is black and number 1 or 2. What is the chances of his winning? This question is from probability. So first of all, we will consider how many numbers of red ball consist of number 1, number 2 or number 3. So total number of red balls is 15 red balls. 15 red balls. Now number of red balls, number 1. Each ball is numbered 1. 20% of the red balls are numbered 1. 20% out of 15. What will be the 20%? 20% will be 3 balls. balls numbered 1. 3 balls are there numbered 1. This is the 20%. 15 to the 33 balls, and 40% of them are number 3. 40% of them, 40% means 6 balls number 3, and rest will be 6 number 2. Okay, so we can write in the same sequence 2 and 3. Okay, now numbers of, there are 20 black balls, 20 black balls. Okay, so how many numbers are there, how many balls are there numbered 1, 2 or 3? So first of all, numbered 1. Similarly, the among the black balls, 40% are number 2. 40% out of these 20 balls. Then 40% will be, 45% will be, then 20 into 45 divided by 100, and this will be 25 and 5 9. So 9 balls. 45% of are number 2. So 9 balls. There are 9 balls number 2. 9 balls number 2. And 30% of the number 3. 30%, what will be 6 balls. 6 balls number 3. So then 5 balls. 5 balls will be number 1. Is that clear to all of you? Okay. Now total number of balls is 20. Total number of balls is 20 and 15. Total number of balls is 35. Out of 35, boy had to select at least one, only one ball. So total number of sample space will be 35C1. Okay, 35C1. Now condition is he wins if the ball is red and number 3. Then ball is red and number 3. Ball is red and number 3. So there are 6 balls having number 3. So he will choose 6 C1 times. Or means plus. If it is black and number 1 or 2. If it is black means and number 1 or 2, then total number will be 14. Out of 14 black balls, he will select 1. So 14C1. So if you solve this, then you will get what? S6 plus 14 divided by 35, and you will get 20 divided by 35 means 5 7 ja 35 and 5 4 ja 20. Then you will get 4 by 7. So what will be the probability or chances of winning? 4 divided by 7. So option B shall be the right answer. Clear? This question was based on probability. So clear? Now the next question. Next question is, a student has to get 40% mark to pass in an examination. Okay? Suppose he gets 30 marks and fails by 30 marks. Suppose a student gets 30 marks and failed by 30 marks. Then what are the maximum marks in the examination? Sorry. Means we have to find out total numbers. Total Purank So suppose here it is given that suppose he get 30 marks and failed by 30 marks. Suppose a student get 30 marks and failed by 30 marks, it means he has to get 30 marks more. So this will be 30. So total marks will be 60. To pass the examination, he has to get obtain 60 marks. 60 marks. Okay. Now a student has to get 40% mark to pass an examination. Then in this condition, 40% will be equal to 60 marks. Okay. 40% will be equal to 60 marks. And in this condition, we have to find out 100% means total maximum number of marks, total marks of the examination means 100%. 100% is 60 into 100 divided by 40. So you can simplify it in your own way. Simplify means 0, 0, 4, 25. Now 25 is 150. 150. So 150 marks. So total marks of the examination was 150. Means option C shall be the right answer. Clear? Done? Okay. Now the next question. Next question is 19 boys turned out for a playing hockey. Okay, for a playing hockey. Of these 11 are wearing hockey shirt and 14 are wearing hockey pant. There are no boys without shirt or pant, or the shirt without shirt and or pant. What is the number of boys wearing full uniform? Okay, how many number of boys? Now total number of boys, total number of boys is 19. Okay, out of 19 boys, how many are wearing shirt? 11 are wearing shirt. And how many pant? 14 are wearing pants. 14. So total number of students will be how much? This will be 25. But initially students were only number of boys are only how much? Only 19. Then here number of boys are 25. Means these are the extra boys. Okay. So extra boys will be who? 25 minus 19. Extra the number will be the number of boys who are in full uniform. So number will be 6. This will be the answer. So option C shall be the right answer. Clear? Very simple question. Okay, now the next question. Next question is, a shopkeeper sells an article at 40 and he gets for X% profit. However, if he sells it at 20, he faces the same percentage of loss, that is X% loss. What is the original cost of article? What is the original cost of article? We can solve this question through a trick or as well as basic. Okay. First of all, suppose there are two selling price. First selling price is 20 and another is 40. If you are if shopkeeper sells his article at 40, he get X% profit, and if sells his article at 20 rupees or 20, he gets X% loss. Means their profit and loss are same. So what will be the same constituent for the both selling price? Cost price will be equal. Okay, so for the both selling price, cost price will be equal. Okay, so what will be the CP? You know, CP is equal to SP into 100 divided by 100 plus minus percentage profit or loss. This is the trick. So for this CP will be 40 into 100 divided by, if he is selling his article at 40 rupees, then there is X% profit. So here 100 plus X. So here 100 plus X. Okay. Now if he sells his article, now this will be CP. Now if he sells his article at 20, then 20 into 100 divided by 100 minus X, because there is X% loss also. Okay, so this is also cost price and this is also cost price. In both the condition, cost price will be equal, and we can simplify it. 100 will be cancelled out by 100 and 20 to 2 times. Now you can get here 100 plus X divided by 100 minus X will be equivalent to 2 divided by 1. If you apply here component row and dividend row, you will get 100 divided by X. This will be equal to 3 upon 1. So value of X will be 100 by 3% or 33.33%. Okay. Now here you got value of X 100 by 3. If you put the value of X here or either here, you will get original cost price. So you can put here 20 into 100 divided by 100 minus 100 by 3. 100 minus 100 by 3, 100 by 3, it means 300 minus 100, 200 by 3. So here 200 by 3 means you can write it on in numerator 3. Okay. Then 200, 0, 0, 0, 0 and 2 say 2 means you will get 30 rupees. So cost price of this article is 30. Okay. I hope this has been clear to you. Now we can solve that question also from trick, but for that you must have the basic approach. Now there are 25 equally spaced points lying on the circumference of a circle. What is the maximum number of equilateral triangles that can be drawn by taking set of 3 points at the vertices? Okay. So any triangle can be formed taking 3 points together. Okay. So there are 24 points, and to form an equilateral triangle, how many points you need? You need 3 points. So you can divide 8. So total number of equilateral triangle that can be formed, maximum number of equilateral triangle that can be formed is 8. So your answer will be C. So C shall be the right answer. Okay. Okay. Now the next question. Consider the same sequence. Consider the sequence given below. This is 4, 12, 95, 1, 1, 96, 29, 1, 96, 26, 2, 96. What is the next term of the series? Now, what is the next term of the series? What is the next term of the series? Now, this is simple a date. You can say 4, 12, 95, 96, 96 and 96. This is date. Okay. So, what is the difference between these two dates? 1st Jan 1996, I mean 4 December 1995. 4 and 1st. What is difference here? Now December, month of December is of 31 days. Month of December is of 31 days. Now 4 days already has left. 4 days minus 4. Minus 4, then you will get 27. Sorry. 4 days already have left, then number of days remaining will be 31 minus 4. 31 minus 4. Then south. Here this will be 27. 27 or here this is plus 1 means 28. Then what is difference is 28. 28. The next date is 28 days more than the previous. Now again this will also be 29 minus 1, 28 days. Okay. Now similarly this will be more than 28 days. Here this is a leap year. 96 is leap year. Leap year in the leap year, February becomes for 29 days. In February month, the day is 29 days. Okay. Now here 29 days. Okay. February month is of 29 days. So 26 days already happened. Then what is the remaining? 27, 28, and 29. 3 days are here. And here 3 days plus 25. 3 plus 25 means next date will be 25 and month will be 3rd month 2503 and year will be 96. So 25, 3 and 96. 25, 3 and 96 means option B shall be the right answer. Is that clear? This was very simple question on the calendar, based on calendar. Okay, you must have studied this topic in the reasoning section. Okay, now 12 equal squares are placed to fit in a rectangle of diagonal 5 cm. There are 3 rows containing 4 squares each and no gap are left between adjacent squares. So what is the area of each square? What is the area of each square? So suppose we are just forming a rectangle. Okay, we are just forming a rectangle. So suppose this is a rectangle. Okay, and it has been divided in, there are 3 rows, means this is the first row and this is the second row, first, second and third row. And in each row there are 4 numbers of square. 4 numbers means first, second, third and fourth. Okay, first, second, third and fourth. Now diagonal of this is rectangle is, diagonal of this rectangle is 5 cm. 5 cm. Okay, diagonal of this rectangle is 5 cm. And this is the, suppose 3 unit. This is 3 unit and this is 4 unit. 4 unit. Okay. And this is 5 cm. It means this must be 3 cm and this must be 4 cm. In this case, if this side become 4 cm and this side become 3 cm and diagonal is 5 cm, this half of the triangle will form right angle triangle. And area of right angle triangle क्या होता है? area of right angle triangle, area of right angle triangle, area of right angle triangle is what? Area of right angle triangle half P into B, perpendicular into base. So here perpendicular is 3, half into 3 into base is 4. So number will be 2 to the 6. Area will be 6 square unit or 6 centimeter square. Now total area of rectangle will be 12. Total area shall be 6 plus 6, 12 centimeter square. 12 centimeter square. Now there are 12 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 and of same size. Okay. Then each square, you can the value of each square will be, the area of each square will be, there are total number of square 12 square and the area of this rectangle is 12 centimeter square. Then area of each rectangle, each square will be 12 divided by 12 means 1 centimeter square. Area of each rectangle, each square will be 1 centimeter square, means option C shall be the right answer. Clear? Done? Okay, so next question. Okay, a lift has the capacity of 18 adults or 30 children. How many children can board the lift with 12 adults? Okay, so this question is simply based on LCM. Okay, this is applied question based on LCM and HCM. So this is 18 adult and this is 30 children. Now, if you take LCM of this, you will get 30 or 90. Now, we are talking about a lift, means capacity of lift means that capacity of lift will be measured in kg. So, total LCM will be 90 kg. So, capacity of the lift is 90 kg. Now, 18 adult, 5 kg each and 30 children 3 kg each. Okay. Now, what we have to find out, how many children can board the lift with 12 adults. Now, total weight of 12 adults, how much total adult of total weight of 12 adults will be? Now, there are 12 adults and weight of each adult is 5 kg, means 5. 12 into 5, this is 60 kg plus how many adults? Suppose n number of adults or how many children? Suppose n number of children and weight of each children is 3 kg. So, and this will be equivalent to 90 kg. Okay, this will be equivalent to 90 kg. Okay, so 60 plus 3n will be 90. So, value of 3n will be 30 and value of n will be 10. So, how many children shall be there? 10. So, option B will be the right answer. Okay? Option B will be the right answer. Clear hai? Okay. So, we will see the rest of the question in next session. Thank you so much.